the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's coming up next.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now at his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yo. You turn it. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. What is? Hey, report. Shut up.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 61 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big play.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Go.
Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Omar, ready? Go right here. Hey. Go ahead. Middle.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's hit. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Third and 4. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Game, offense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now.
Quick. Hey, middle.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. He'll get it inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Arthur-Davis.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson going to keep it running right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. No gain on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Open man is Duvernay. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone, pushing his way through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. In motion, Hill. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Running right, here's Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try it now with Mostert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th on their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, well, that's okay. And just in the time they went for 2.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. In motion left is Beckham. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Right back to Mitchell here. And he gets gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, here's Mitchell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
That's the game of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. In motion right is a running back. They throw it out right complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And out come the Dolphins now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dolphins.
20, DX. Come on, high. Hey.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 20. And the Dolphins first down.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua now on 1st down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A good pickup there at 22.
10-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It is true. The lead cut to 10, 23-13. So that one an 8-play drive that spans 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, report. Report. Yo. Go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, he ran 3 there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, middle.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, Here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes...
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys that catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, come on. 21G.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On first down, back to Achane. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
But they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Real quick, ready? Hey, Ozzy, shut up!
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
No, we changed it. 13.
Throwing is Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up!
Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So here's a 3rd and 14. Jackson now. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Motion man is Barrios. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
21G.
Again, it's Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
A chance for Waddle on the return. And Miami's offense set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Tua. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Ravens nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The 15-yard line.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
19, Ravens nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Report. Hey, middle. Hey, shot. No, we changed it. Touch.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Now Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens ready to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Down the right sideline, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They'll try and run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Miami set to take over. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Baltimore, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Duvernay in motion. After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Duvernay in motion. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
13.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Third down.
Let's do this, man.
Quick, ready? Shut up!
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over first.
This is 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
Ozzy, sit up. Sit up.
Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing, Jackson. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal. At the 3
Second down, goal to go.
Let's go.
Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football?
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his fourth NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done, in his mind, each and every time.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
From the 23, here's a second down and 9.
Come on, three, kick.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. Shifts free at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. DeMarco Jackson, the man to bring him down defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And now it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders, unintercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
1,000-yard rusher for the first time last year. This is Jamal Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now. 93.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
We're good.
They run it again with Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Kamara try the right side. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Fielded at the 33. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
What now?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now a 2nd and 10.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So it's halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend, someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need, however possible.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On play action, now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. A little juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
2 and now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready. Number 2.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 6. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time back in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Holding offense.
We can't have that.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw with Carr. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 2 and now on 1st down. Out route to Hill, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd down and 3.
All right, fellas, listen up. Ready?
And he is going to lose yardage here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Gardner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately. And you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it. But it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 7-3. 2:01 remaining. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Carr now on first down. Flushed out right. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Throwing his Carr. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And fights through one man. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That gets him the first down, but they've
plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's Carr. That'll be caught by Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
6:37. You're mine.
Now Carr. He gets this complete to Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Carr. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
694.
Carr to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
29. 93. 93. Hey, Raider 2.
Now Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the play.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to have a 1st down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Tua. To the left side and taken in by Chosen. Here comes 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final try for Tagovailoa. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years. And right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A line ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point.
Hey, 7:34.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Third and 3. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll do it for the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Brian Brzee, a first-round pick there on the stop.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the out, made that play?
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? Guy playing the middle linebacker position, a guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
All right, come on.
2nd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready, set?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jeff Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Now a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the lock. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point.
Delay of game.
And this is going to be a delay of game.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us. Get something together. Dig down.
They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. On 2nd down, Tua. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here. Anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Hill going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he's going to build his way forward to the 48. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3. Now Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Tua going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage in a 1st down.
Here's Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a give to Mostert running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Tua. Mostert.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Tua. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
Here's Tua. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down 21-17. A minute 15 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the 2nd half. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good!
Here's Carr. It's complete. Kamara. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Carr to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.